to do it in competition, to do it at Indian Ridge, on the fastest greens that I've ever been on in my life.
Have you ever wondered what happened to John Denver? This video will uncover the shocking truth behind his tragic plane crash, promising answers that will leave you stunned by the end. Suppose you're a fan who spent years guessing, confused by rumors, and desperate for the real story. In that case, this video over-delivers with insider details and hidden facts you won't find anywhere else. Stick around, or you'll miss out on finally understanding the mystery that's haunted millions. But what's the one secret the investigations tried to bury? John Denver was born Henry John Deutschendorf Jr. in Roswell, New Mexico, on December 31, 1943. He grew up in a military family. His father was a U.S. Air Force pilot, so Denver moved around as a child. These experiences gave him a sense of rootlessness and helped him appreciate the beauty of the American landscape. These themes later influenced his songs. Denver developed a love for music early in life. At 11, he received his first guitar from his grandmother. This gift changed his life. He drew inspiration from artists like Elvis Presley and other folk musicians in the 1960s. While attending Texas Tech University, he began to find his musical style. Later, he moved to Los Angeles to pursue music, changing his name to Denver to honor Colorado's capital, a state he loved. In 1969, Denver wrote "Leaving on a Jet Plane." The song became a massive hit for Peter, Paul, and Mary. This success helped him gain recognition as a songwriter and performer. Throughout the 1970s, he became internationally famous with hits like "Take Me Home," "Country Roads," "Annie's Song," "Rocky Mountain High," "Sunshine on My Shoulders," and "Thank God I'm a Country Boy." These songs captured the beauty of nature and human emotion. His warm tenor voice and acoustic guitar created a unique sound. Denver was not only a well-known musician, but also a versatile entertainer. He appeared in many films and television specials during the 1970s and 1980s. One of his most memorable roles was in the 1977 film Oh God, where he acted alongside George Burns. This film was a hit and showcased Denver's charm and warmth. His gentle presence complemented Burns's humor, making Oh God a cherished classic. Denver's TV appearances further highlighted his popularity and ability to connect with audiences in various ways. Many people remember John Denver primarily as a musician, but he kept making music into the 1990s. He constantly evolved his sound while staying true to his folk and country roots. During this time, his music began to show his passion for environmental causes. Denver strongly advocated for the protection of nature and wildlife. He used his music and public platform to raise awareness about ecological issues and supported conservation efforts. In addition to environmental activism, Denver also supported space exploration. He was fascinated by humanity's potential to explore the universe. He encouraged public support for NASA and other space programs, seeing exploration as an essential step for human progress. John Denver was important for standing against censorship in music. At a time when musicians faced pressure to change their art to avoid being banned from radio, Denver testified before the United States Congress. He spoke out against censorship and supported artistic freedom. His testimony showed his belief that music should express truth, inspiration, and connection without restrictive rules. Denver's activism highlighted a deeper side of his public persona. Colorado was not just a place for John Denver, it was a source of inspiration and renewal. The state's natural beauty profoundly influenced his music and lifestyle. For much of his adult life, he lived in Aspen, Colorado, drawing inspiration from the Rocky Mountains and the outdoor community. Aspen was more than home. It was a sanctuary that gave him creative energy. He wrote many songs celebrating the area's beauty. In 1974, Colorado named him the official poet laureate, recognizing his role in enhancing the state's image through his lyrics. Denver's connection to Colorado is best captured in his song Rocky Mountain High. This song reflects his awe of the mountains and wilderness. 2007, Colorado adopted Rocky Mountain High as one of its two state songs. This honor celebrated Denver's artistry and the song's ability to represent Colorado's spirit. His other song, Take Me Home, Country Roads, became an anthem for West Virginia. This song reflects a deep nostalgia and sense of home that resonates beyond Denver's roots. In 2014, West Virginia adopted it as one of its official state songs, marking Denver's legacy in American music and culture. John Denver was not just a musician, he was a passionate advocate for environmental protection and humanitarian causes. He raised awareness about conservation, world hunger, and peace. He served as a spokesperson for UNICEF and worked tirelessly on global humanitarian efforts. His music often reflected these ideals, promoting love, unity, and the need to care for the planet. Denver's charisma went beyond music. He was a popular television host, working on shows like The John Denver Special. His warm personality and connection with audiences shone through. He also acted in several films and TV specials, showing his diverse talents. John Denver's personal life was as rich as his professional one. He married Annie Martell in 1967, and she was not just his partner, she was his muse. Their relationship blossomed when Denver was still rising as an artist. Annie provided him with emotional support during early challenges. One of his most famous songs, Annie's Song, was inspired by her and written in just 10 minutes while on a ski lift. This quick creation captured his deep love and connection with her. From 1968 to 1971, they lived in Edina, Minnesota. This suburban area contrasted with Denver's later love for the mountains, but offered stability as he gained fame. His connection to the outdoors deepened as his career grew, especially after Rocky Mountain High was released. The song was based on a memorable camping trip with Annie and friends, which reignited his passion for nature. This became a significant theme in his music. To embrace this connection, Denver bought a home in Aspen, a place reflective of the rugged beauty he loved. Aspen became a retreat for him, a place to escape the pressures of fame and enjoy the Rocky Mountains. John Denver and his wife, Annie Martell, adopted 2 children, a son named Zachary John and a daughter named Anna Kate. Denver often said their adoptions felt like destiny, expressing a strong connection to them. Being a father was very important to him. He said, "I'll tell you the best thing about me. I'm some guy's dad. I'm some little gal's dad. When I die, being Zachary John and Anna Kate's father, boy, that's enough for me to be remembered by. That's more than enough." This showed that, for him, being a devoted father was his most incredible legacy. His son Zachary inspired the song A Baby Just Like You, which features the phrase, "Merry Christmas, Little Zachary." Denver originally wrote it for Frank Sinatra, reflecting his personal life. Despite their love, John Denver and Annie Martell divorced in 1982. The pressures of John's rising career contributed to their separation. In a 1983 interview in the documentary John Denver Country Boy, 2013, he explained that the demands of his career made it hard for them to stay close. Annie later said they were too young and immature to handle the fame and changes that John's success brought. Their divorce was painful. To illustrate dividing their shared property, John cut their marital bed in half with a chainsaw. This act highlighted the emotional struggle of their split and Denver's complex personality. After a few years, Denver married Australian actress Cassandra Delaney in 1988. They settled into his Aspen, Colorado home, welcoming a daughter named Jessie Bell. However, their marriage did not last. They separated in 1991 and finalized their divorce in 1993. Denver described his feelings about this marriage candidly and with bitterness. He said, "Before our short-lived marriage ended in divorce, she managed to make a fool of me from one end of the valley to the other." This remark revealed the difficulties he faced during the relationship, showing a painful side of his life that contrasted with the kind of public image he had through his music. John Denver's tragic death in October 1997 puzzled many. Fans and others speculated about what happened when he died in a plane crash. The mystery has been clarified after years of investigation and discussions, but the truth is more unsettling than expected. On October 12, 1997, while piloting his experimental plane, the Rutan Long-EZ, something went wrong. Initial reports suggested pilot error or mechanical failure. However, further details revealed that Denver had issues with the cockpit controls. Specifically, the fuel selector valve was in the wrong position, causing fuel starvation, which led to engine failure mid-flight and the subsequent crash into the Pacific Ocean off California's coast. Further investigations uncovered design flaws in the plane that were not fully disclosed. John had complained about the fuel system before the flight, but had not received proper repairs or guidance. This lack of support contributed to the accident. John Denver's death raises questions beyond just technical issues. It also relates to his personal life before the tragedy. Publicly, he was known for his uplifting songs and love for nature. However, he struggled with emotional problems, the stress of fame, and complex personal relationships, including a painful divorce. Reports suggest he faced depression and overwhelming stress, which may have affected his judgment on that day. Although there is speculation about possible substance abuse, there is no solid evidence to link drugs or alcohol to the crash. The tragedy seems to result from both technical failure and human mistakes. This new understanding complicates John Denver's legacy. Fans have long viewed him as a wholesome artist who lived in harmony with nature. Learning that he ignored safety warnings and may have made poor decisions adds a troubling aspect to that image. Critics also argue that the accident could have been avoided if he had received proper training, better equipment, or more thorough checks on his aircraft. This prompts us to think about responsibility, not just for him as the pilot, but also for the aviation industry, especially concerning experimental planes. The situation surrounding John Denver's death serves as a warning. It reminds us that talent and fame don't protect anyone from personal challenges or unexpected dangers. For the aviation community, it emphasizes the need for strict safety standards, clear communication about aircraft risks, and comprehensive pilot training, especially for those flying experimental or home-built aircraft. In recent years, John Denver's story has led to calls for better pilot training and stricter rules for light aircraft to help prevent similar tragedies in the future. The lessons learned from this case aim to ensure that such tragedies do not happen to other pilots or aviation enthusiasts.